Hi everyone, this is Aki with another video on tax software. So I've been doing the videos on the IRS free file software, and I've done 4 that are like the bigger one, maybe one small one. But before I continue on some of the other options, and I will click the link for the IRS free file, different companies that are right now for 2021 available for you. Maybe I thought it'd be a good idea to do a tax review of the 2 giants, mainly H&R Block and TurboTax. So I do want to disclose that 3 years ago I had a relationship with H&R Block, but I no longer do. I've never used their online software to do my tax returns. So this is with fresh eyes and unbiased review. So I went to the H&R Block website right there, and I'm trying to figure out where do I go. So I guess taxes, and I see, file taxes online, file with a tax pro. So I like how they have these now these hybrid options, so that you can maybe have a tax pro review your tax return. And so these are the main options by H&R Block: the file taxes online, file with a tax pro, which going to the retail location. Now then they have tax software. I'm not sure why, so I assume maybe this is like a desktop software. And so they have a basic one, deluxe, premium, and business options. Okay, well, I want to have the free version, so I'm going to search for it. So I go back to taxes, and I'm going to click the file taxes online. Okay, online tax filing that fits you. Okay, so at the top, I see this option, add online expert help. What is this? See details. Okay, so this is basically to help you do your taxes, but you see it's $70 and additional for state fee. Well, I don't want to do that. I just want to go to do the free file, but I'm just looking what information they provide to me. So on the left, we have the most popular free one, which, okay, no wonder it's most popular. So let's see what it covers. Simple returns. What does that mean, right? Students, unemployment income is included, W-2, child tax credit is included, zero per state filed. Okay, now let's see what happens if I hover over this income icon. So free online. Okay, and start taxes, free online, here to help you. Okay, what forms are included? Because that's the most important thing to me, is to make sure that I'm not upgraded by surprise. Okay, so here I guess I have more information. Let's see what we cover. For free, state tax free, earned income tax credit is included. Okay, so that's good, because many of the IRS free file, they have that inclusion. Child tax credit is included, so that's important because that's a credit, and sometimes some software triggers an upgrade when you get certain credit. Deduct student loan deduction, so that's good. Report your retirement income. Okay, so I assume that's Social Security, pensions, IRAs. Okay, it doesn't include support, fine, doesn't include HSA, it doesn't include itemized, it doesn't include Schedule C if you're like, Uber driver, and so if you're self-employed. It doesn't include reporting of stock, bonds, and other investments. You can't report cryptocurrency. And no Schedule E, which is for rental, royalty, and for small businesses, no schedule, okay, fine. We can take that. That seems pretty reasonable. It doesn't seem like there's an income level. Qualifications, does it mean for everyone regardless of income? Okay, well, so let's try it. So we're going to say file for free and start our taxes. So I'm going to create my account. Okay, so I just created my account and I had to verify my identity. And so I'm starting. So this is good morning. Show you how easy it is to import last year tax. Okay, so this is good. There's an option to import prior year tax return. I always know what you're paying for with price preview. Oh, that would be nice. Get the help. Okay, start my taxes. And again, I'm just going to use a dummy tax form that I have used for all my reviews. So it's for Jane. We just have 30,000 of wages. We have a $2,000 to contribution to 401k. Then we have healthcare program, healthcare plan with the employer, then state income tax paid $1,500. So very simple. And I also have $100 contribution to charitable organization to my church. Help us personalize your H&R Block experience. Okay, so on the left, what I have here, nothing much really. So let's just click next. Okay, so now we have to agree to this agreement, but I guess I have to type in my name first. And 3. Why can't I do the slashes? 3. Oh, I guess I have to put 03. I am filing this return with my spouse. No, but that's an interesting question. What is this? Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Transparency is important. Okay, what happens if I say no thanks? I can't do it. You check the box to agree. Okay, well, let's see on check and say no thanks. Okay, I didn't have to provide that information, so that's good. So you have that option. How did you file your taxes last year? I used H&R Block. I used another company. I've never filed taxes before. So I guess if I say I used another company, what will happen? Welcome. Will it give me an option to upload? Yes, it gives you an option to upload your 2020 tax return. So it can help you, help you save time in filling out, the information like your address and so on. What files can I upload? So let's see. It tells you, I like how I can click on it and right away it tells me, okay, I can have PDF or .text 2020 file. So this was helpful. Okay, so well, I'm going to skip the import and just actually go back so it doesn't it won't ask me about the 2020 data. I'll just say I've never filed before for this purpose. Okay, let's fill out my information. Okay, so I've pre-filled it out. I just want to I just want to show you a few things here. So for Marshall status, I noticed that I don't have head of household, but it's kind of like the other software that I was using. You can provide your status, whether you're married or legally separated, and based on that, it will lead you to figure it out if you can file as head of household. So, I'm going to choose single in our case. And here are the two options. One is for if you're legally blind or disabled. Let me see if it provides any info. So you see, it doesn't really provide information of what does that mean, what qualifies as legally blind. So that would be helpful if I had that like a quick question mark where I can quickly figure it out if I qualify. That question is important if you qualify for additional standard deduction. And then also if this is a return for a taxpayer who passed away, you can select that. Now I'm going to put my Social Security, which is a dummy. Now let's see if it can tell right away that this is not a verifiable Social Security. And here it's asking me if it's valid for employment. How can I tell? You see, this has a little help menu. So I wonder what happens if someone has ITIN number. Would they use that here? It's obtained after the due date of this return. This is uncommon. Okay, well, let me see. It is valid for employment in my case. Now I like at the top how it has the overview, federal, state, file, and then income deductions, and so you can skip around. And then what's on the left? On the left, previous taxes, my block, account settings, save and quit. And then at the top is alerts, cart, price preview. Let's see. Right now it's showing me 0. Okay, so this is helpful just to make sure that I'm not upgraded, so you can keep watching. Then there's help. I guess I can search for different things. Let's say child credit and enter. Okay, so there's, yeah, okay, but that's available. And get expert help. I don't want to call anyone, but wonder what's that. What about this? Chat. Oh, okay, I can chat, but is it free though? I'm not sure, but I'm going to end it. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, right away it's telling me it's invalid. So here I just have to provide some information for Jane. You can specify if you're full-time resident or part-time resident of your state. So I just said no just to see what options will come up. But I'm going to say yes now. I just wanted to show you that there are options for that. And click next. Now let's answer some simple text question. Let's go. Were you a US citizen? So I'm going to say yes, and then it has a little specification, who qualifies. Okay, so that's helpful right away on a side. Were you a student? So what happens if I say yes? I was a full-time student. Let's see what happens. I'm just curious if, let's work on dependency. Can someone claim you as a dependent? I'm going to say no. Do you have any dependents? No. Okay, now I'm going to see if my price has changed. It's still 0. Okay, so it was still back. Okay, but I'm going to change that. I'm not a student. I was just curious if that will change the price of my return. So once I say no, okay, it's still asking me the same questions as before. I just want to make sure that nothing else changed. And I want to see if I qualify for another filing status. So this would be, if you want to see if you qualify for head of household. So this is a summary of my situation right now. Let's switch gears and start looking at your income. Do you want to start? Yes, I want to start now. Let's see if I'll be able to have a direct import. Okay, so this is very helpful. The direct import, you can find the EIN of your employer and put it in here, and you'll be able to import the W-2s. Now, not all employers are part of this program. Some of the smaller companies might not, but some of the bigger ones for sure are. Upload PDF, snap a pic. So there are other options besides just entering manually, but I have to do that for this purposes. So I'm going to enter this information. Okay, so I entered the information. I want to show you a couple of things to pay attention to. So I like how, even though I put in the EIN number, so it's a 9-digit number, but I didn't put the whole thing just to see if it will notify me, and it does. So that's really helpful, just, to prevent errors that taxpayers can make. Then I have to provide all this information, and, I had to fill out everything. There was nothing calculated for me in the boxes from W-2, like, the Social Security tax withheld and Medicare tax withheld as a percentage. So I was hoping there would be something that's automatically done, and then I just have to review, but it doesn't. So I have to fill out everything. I like how I can see what are the codes in boxes 12. So I can see that there's $2,000 that I contributed to 401k, that I had that I had employer-sponsored healthcare coverage, and then I have a retirement plan. I noted that. And then I put state information and click next. Now it's asking if anything applies to this W-2, if it's non-standard, if it's for active duty military wages, and if it's corrected. Now let's just keep checking the price. It's still 0. I wish it was just kind of like on there. I didn't have to keep clicking and remembering it. Next. So this is showing my W-2 if you want to add another. Okay, it's asking me what I did. And this is basically, so you can put on your 1040, it's asking for your occupation. I'm going to say I'm a writer. Jane is a writer. Did you receive, buy, sell any cryptocurrency? So this question comes up under 1040 form. So you have to say yes or no. But I'm going to say no. Did you have any foreign accounts? And it's, there's a little help there. What does it include? So this is really helpful because, like you might not know what it means. Does checking in Canada qualifies or not? So I'm going to say no, Jane doesn't. Did you earn money in any other states besides Illinois? Because you might have a requirement to file in other states besides Illinois. Maybe you were there working for a couple of months, or maybe you were part-time residents. But I'm going to say no. These are my wages right now, income profile. Now let's say if I want to chat with a tax pro, you see this message pops out. No. I wonder if this, I bet this is the $69 charge, which, you have to be careful. Don't click something if you're struggling, you have questions, because it might not be free. Let's click add income. What will happen? Okay, now, so see at the bottom, it says I'm in the income, wages, income profile, my summary. So this is like under income, there are different options I can click to find myself. So here are the basic, more common types of income, like unemployment, interest, dividend, Social Security, retirement. Let's say see more income. Okay, so now I can click even more, drill down the categories. Retirement. I can specify what form retirement do I have. Okay, so this is helpful. This is easy to find things. Less common income. Okay, finished adding income, yes. And let's click next. Now, you see, why is it still coming up? I said no. Here are all your income, okay? And this is my summary. So if you want to click back somewhere, you can just click these links at the top. Okay, next. Now let me see if it's going to move me to deductions. Yes, it did. So now, here are your adjustment deduction. Well, obviously, I didn't put anything. I don't like how this is coming up. Want to chat with a tax pro? No. But many people will click yes, because when they can't figure things out and might be charged. Do you have any of these common deductions? Student loan, real estate taxes. Okay, now it said the free version, do you remember, doesn't include itemized deductions. So you have to be careful if you click anything from here, whether this will trigger upgrade. Let's see. I'm going to say charitable deduction because we have the $100 that let me go back actually one more time. Select cash donation, out of pocket. Okay, start. So now I'm going to say church. Non-profit. What is this? House of worship. Amount $100. And click next. Okay, see at the top it does explain that even if you use standard deduction, you can qualify if you made cash donations up to $300 in 2021. You can claim it. You can still deduct it. So that's good. Jane, the standard deduction is best for you. Well, yeah, because I didn't have anything else. I can change my deduction, and it provides you more information. Why? Because maybe for state purposes, it might help you. And that's actually a good point, that sometimes, there's certain things that you might be able to deduct on your state if you live in these states. So that's a good information. Click next. This is my standard deduction. Okay, this is providing it has some help here. So I like that. I love having this help right there by the question, by the information they're asking me. Okay, now let's start on your credits. Okay, now let's check my price. It's still 0, fine. Recovery rebate credit, savers credit. So recovery rebate credit, this is in regard to the stimulus payment. So for tax year 2021, there was the third stimulus payment that you have to claim on your tax return. It's not taxable, but if you did not receive it but qualified for, you can claim this credit to get it. So I'm going to click start. It's probably going to ask me, did you receive the 1,400? And I say yes. And what about if I said no? Did you get any? Let's say I say yes. Okay, so you can specify if you received less than that. But in our case, we received the whole amount. Oh, I didn't specify how much. Okay. Okay, so it's saying I did not qualify for the credit because I already got it. Okay, good. It's telling me why. So people understand why they don't get the credit. And savers credit. Okay, so this savers credit comes up because I have the 401k retirement contribution. That's on my W-2. What's the savers credit? It explains a little bit, so that's helpful. Did you withdraw money or receive payments from any of these? Say no. A retirement plan, no. So now it's telling me you do qualify for the savers credit based on your $2,000 contribution. Okay, so that's good. What? Hello, Jane. Use H&R Blocks Deluxe. You've invested in your future by saving up to... let me see. It's still free. But what is it saying? I don't want to. You've invested in your future by saving up retirement, and the saver credit is just one more benefit. So it is trying to upgrade me. Once you upgrade to Deluxe, you'll be able to take care of this situation. Okay, no, I don't want that. I don't want to pay for this. So you see, it's also saying that state will be additional too. So I'm going to say back. What will happen? So I would have to remove this credit in order. Oh, okay. So let's see if I remove it here. I can't remove it. It doesn't give me the option. I can't delete it. So could I maybe remove this credit? Let me go here. The top, back. Okay, it just says revisit. How do I delete it? I can't. If I revisit, you see, that means that I would not qualify for the free version because I have that 401k contribution that makes it impossible. Let me see what's here. I mean, right now at the top left, it tells me how much in federal refund I would receive. Continue taxes. Okay, so I can click go to the last screen I complete, so that's helpful when you lose your place. My block, I don't want to click that ever again. Now, that's the only way for me would be to actually modify my W-2, which that's not advisable because you don't want people not to put certain things. You're supposed to put exactly what you have in your W-2. But what happens is I'm getting this credit, so I'm getting upgraded. So it's showing 0, but I won't be able to continue. You can't claim this. Okay, that's good. So obviously, there's no easy way for me to just delete this. It's still showing up here. And what happens, people will be like saying, oh, can I chat with you so you can answer my question? Or you can, maybe Google help how to delete credit. Let's answer some more questions. Did everyone in your household have a healthcare insurance? And that's interesting they're asking this, because the marketplace insurance requirement has been removed. I mean, obviously it's zero basically. So you're not getting penalized if you don't have healthcare insurance. But I think the reason why they're asking is if you have the marketplace insurance called Obamacare, many people say that, you receive Form 1095A and you have to reconcile it on your taxes. Otherwise, your taxes might be rejected. None of us had insurance. Okay, let's say I don't have insurance. Let's see what happens. I have it through my job for Jane, but okay, just asking, okay, that's all we needed to know. But I'm going to say everyone was covered. This includes marketplace insurance. Okay, let's say. Oh, and now we have to answer if you ever had marketplace insurance. But we had a healthcare insurance through an employer. So this is like a good thing to double check, because people might not realize they have to file that form. So this is a good protection. Here are your additional taxes, payments, and penalties. What? That's a really confusing screen. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds scary. Okay, here are your taxes, payments that we know about. Okay, now shared responsibility payment is still showing up. So this is the penalty for not having healthcare insurance. But I guess because you can still file prior year taxes. Does it say which tax year I'm doing? Okay, 221, it says that. Oh, you see my refund changed because I lost the $200 credit from my tax saver, right? Withholding, this is pulled from my W-2. Let's wrap up your federal taxes. Okay, so this is helpful, like if you want to create vouchers, if you short on tax every year. If you received identity protection PIN, which is basically, if you're not sure what it is, you can have more info, but if your identity was compromised or you have requested it yourself, just want to check that it's still free. Okay, click next. Didn't find any errors. So this is showing you refund and showing kind of summary. You have taxable income after standard deduction, your total tax, no credits because we had to remove it, tax withheld. What is this view full summary? Let me see if I'd be able to see maybe like a PDF version of my taxes. That would be nice. That would be a dream, right? So this is more detailed information. So it's showing the standard deduction. Okay, next. Well, I'm going to continue with my free option. That's okay, just don't lose your dock. Change your mind, upgrade for $30. Okay, no. Okay, now it's saying, do you want to do your Illinois free? Well, let's just start and see if Illinois would be free. I'm just going to keep going. I just want to see if I would qualify. Okay, let me just check. County, whatever, some county. So it's going to ask some. You see, whenever you file additional state, you will have state applicable changes that you can change. Like you can have special deduction on your state tax return. So it's very important to go through this section when you're filing. But for this purpose, I am just trying to go through the process to see if my state will be free as well. Keep Illinois. Okay, you're one bit closer to finishing your taxes. It's good, almost done with it. You can cross Illinois off your list for only 0. Now I'm going to say yes. So let's see. Okay, now you see it did show me it's actually free. You can add another state. but we don't want to. This is a summary. Let's see, view full summary. If you view full summary, you have the summary calculation, but you can't see PDF of 1040. Tax pro can review and sign your, oh my goodness. So now you are being sold another product saying if you want someone to review your tax return for $50, search for missed opportunities, and you know what they would find? Tax savers credit, which would give you the $200 more, and you would have to pay $30 for the upgrade plus the $50 for the reviewer. Finish up. Okay, more products to be sold. I said, what? Add bundled service. No. Okay, why is this checked? I don't want this. Just say next. That was kind of confusing, right? Almost as if they selected it for you. Okay, keep going. Free. Okay, so this is perfect. That's what I wanted. Want to double check if I can get through the free version. Spruce. There's get IRS deposits. What is this? Mobile banking app. So another product. No thanks. This is the summary of your refund. Now you can click direct deposit or paper check. Direct deposit is the fastest and safest way, but I'm going to check paper check for these purposes. Okay, now see, if you click this print a copy, you are able to actually see the 1040 before you file it. So you are able to see your 1040 before you file it. So that's really helpful. And download it. So I would say, the software is helpful. You can file the free version. You do get an upgrade, but it does explain what happened, and not the best easy way to remove some of the credits. I wish there was an easier way, but it does fulfill the commitment that it does have the free option for state and federal. I mean, I was sold a bunch of products, so I didn't like how that chat icon kept coming up, so it'd be an easy mistake that taxpayers can make clicking on it. I like some of the error checking preventions, and I like the help menu being there, finding myself in a tax software. I mean, it is a company that's in business, so obviously trying to sell you things, but you have to be cautious and watch out what you click on. I was able to remove the credit, but some people might not understand how, and you have to be very careful when you do that. Remember that income you have to disclose and file your income. Maybe credits and deduction you can bypass and not select, but otherwise you just have to be careful with that stuff. So thanks for watching.